Hello, my snow angels. Welcome back to my channel. So, today is actually the 5-year anniversary of the first song I ever put on YouTube called Diamond. So, today is Diamond Day. About a month ago, I was thinking about what I would do for this anniversary since that's a big deal, 5 years, right? And I was, thinking about remaking it, but also didn't know if I would have time to with work and running this channel and my other channel, my gaming channel. So I decided to listen to it for the first time since I put it out. And I realized that I didn't want to remake it. That I just wanted it to be kind of like a time, like a moment in time, right? It was my first song. I shouldn't touch it. It should be there for history, right? And I expected to cringe a lot while listening to it because obviously that was 5 years ago. That was my first song. My first song I used an actual DAW. Yeah, and actually produced myself and was learning how to do it. I expected to cringe because of it being really bad. And while there were some elements you can tell it was my first song, I actually really enjoyed it. I thought that there were some really cool ideas in there, and there was a lot of sincerity. It sounded pretty jazzy, and I liked it. But it also made me reflect a lot since it has been 5 years. So I decided to talk about that in this video to celebrate the 5-year anniversary and talk about my growth since Diamond Day. So yeah, that's what I'll be talking about today. 5.5 years ago, I left the Mormon church. I was almost 25. I was still 24 when I did so, and I put out a video announcing my departure, and a lot changed in my life during that time. It was a very hard and scary time. And during that time, I did write a whole album, and only about half of that I actually made songs and put out on YouTube for. Well, maybe not even half, but quite a few songs from what would have been that album I did put out on YouTube, starting with Diamond. And I actually wrote the lyrics for Diamond, I think the day before, either the day before or the day after I put out the YouTube video announcing that I was leaving the Mormon church. And the thought process behind that is there's this whole thing that if you leave religion, then you're going to hell. And so I use that as a jumping off point, using that metaphor that actually going through quote unquote hell has turned me into a diamond. As we know, diamond is created using heat and pressure. Yeah, so that was the thought process behind that. And as soon as I wrote it, I knew that I would make a song about it and that it would be a song that's really important to me. Okay. So I lost my train of thought because my puppy was making noise because he was pooping. Yeah, but yeah, I decided to make that song first. Yeah, so timeline. I guess we should start there. The timeline of this was May 30th, 2019 when I left the Mormon church. And then it was late September when I arrived in Korea. With my first paycheck in Korea, so about mid October, I got my own setup. I got my recording mic, I got recording keyboard. I think, I got equipment. And I started working on my first song, which was Diamond, which I put out on November 30th, 2019, 6 months after I left the Mormon church. So there's the history behind it, right? And the intention behind it. So now 5 years later, where am I at since Diamond? Well, it didn't hit as much as I thought it would. It was my first song, that I put on YouTube. Not my first song ever. God no. I've been writing songs since I was 11. But it was my first song on YouTube. My first song really putting myself out there. Yeah, trying to actively pursue the dream I've had since I was 11 years old that my upbringing in that cult prevented me from doing. Yeah, so, 5 years later, I haven't seen the growth that I expected, but I am patient and I'm going to keep working at it. But I have grown a lot personally, and I think that that's worth talking about. And I can say that I have become more of a diamond because of that. And I believe it's going to be a lifelong journey to continue to become a harder diamond, but also a more shiny diamond too. And I believe that for everyone who decides to rise above their circumstances and their obstacles and all the pressures and the hells that everyone goes through to become stronger and to become a diamond. We all have that potential within us. But over the past 5 years, I have learned how to be strong on my own, how to be kinder, more considerate, more empathetic. I have grown in my musical skills. My lyrics have gotten better. My production has definitely gotten better. And I am currently working on an album that I do intend to finish. It's just taking a while. So I'm just going to have to ask that you guys be patient because I want it to be good, and it's hard to get in the mindset to create good art. So it's going to take a while, but I will make it worth the wait. But yeah, I have definitely grown. I've definitely grown a lot in the past 5 years and have matured. And I can see that growth, and I am proud of myself. I am very, very self-critical, and my brain is very mean to me. But when I do take a moment and sit, reflect, and look back, then I can see how far I've come and be proud of myself for that. So here's to 5 years. 5 years of my first song ever that I put out on YouTube. And this is a day that I'm going to continue to celebrate because of how important it is to me. It was the day that I decided to go for my dreams. And it is something that I hope for all of you. I am trying to create a platform full of positivity and empathy and advocacy for treating everyone with kindness and respect, and to try to be understanding of people's situations. And I've been doing a lot of advocacy for music artists because of how people think it's okay to stalk and harass them and to say hateful things, and it's not. I am very, very against parasocial relationships. I think that they are toxic. And this is shit that I'm going to continue to promote, right? But more than anything, I really want to promote that all of you who watch my content and who listen to my music, my covers, or watch my videos about these different artists, I really want to encourage you all to follow your dreams and to be creative. If you've had the desire to try anything creative, I say go for it. If you want to start a YouTube channel, go for it. Start. If you want to write music, go for it. Start. Dancing, anything. A musical instrument, musicals. I want to do musicals again. That's on my list. Do it. Go for it. It is very scary. It's very scary. Like, artists are very attached. We're very attached to our art. And once you put it out, that means that you have to share it with the world. And it also means that not everyone is going to be on board with your vision. Not everyone's going to understand it. And people are going to hate on you, either because of jealousy or because they're just unhappy people. And so it's very, very scary to put yourself out there and to put a target on your back. But I say do it. I say do it because you're going to regret it if you don't. We're creative living things. And it is something that's innate in all of us. Don't sell yourself short. Say, like, I'm not pretty enough. I'm not talented enough. I'm not smart enough. I can't read music. I can't carry a tune. I blah, blah. Don't do that. I know that's easier said than done, and it's something that I struggle with all the time. I'm constantly feeling like I am not good enough, but I am, and so are you. We're all more than good enough, and we all have the potential. So I highly, highly urge you to follow these creative instincts and to go for it. And let's all support each other in that journey. Let's all applaud people for doing that, for putting themselves out there, for putting out art. The world needs original art with AI and recycled content and all these big industries and profiting off of existing intellectual properties and nostalgia. We need more original art. So that's what I'm highly encouraging you all on my 5th Diamond Day, my 5-year anniversary of me doing that, of me putting myself out there. Moving forward, I definitely want to continue to improve both personally and with my music, with my artistry. I want to continue to go lengths and really rise up to my potential and become more of a diamond. So I'm going to be making an effort to do that. It is going to take a while though. Diamonds do not become diamonds overnight. It's through intense pressure and heat over an extended period of time. So yeah, and for those of you who have been supporting me, thank you so much for your support. It really means the world to me. I love that I mainly have seen positive things. Of course, I do see a hate comment every now and then, and that's inevitable, and it does hurt. But there's been an overwhelming amount of positivity, and I want to thank you all for that. It really makes the pain all worth it, because I've always wanted to be able to help other people through my art. And I'm really happy that I've been able to do that. And I definitely wouldn't be here without your support. So thank you so much. And I will try not to let you down and just keep getting better. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will be back with another video soon. Bye.